Hey everybody, it's Sonic Szilvi here, live from Portland, Oregon still. Um, that's okay. And today I'm gonna talk about, something, a touchy subject. It's about all this recent situation here with all this virus, in quote. And I'm gonna get into nutrition after I'm gonna vent a little bit, or not vent, but kind of like tell you my opinion about everything. So just so you know, it's my opinion. Okay, so you can think whatever you want to think, and that's cool. But basically, today's show, what I want to address is immunity and how you can, you know, raise your immunity and be healthier, just changing some nutritional habits. So that's where the show is gonna go towards. But first, I wanna, like I said, tell you my opinion about everything. You know, um, so I believe and I think that okay, when people have a low immune system, or pre some serious medical conditions. I'm trying to find a good spot here. I'm sorry, I'm moving around. So when people have a low immune system and or serious medical conditions, then I believe that just like it's been all these years, that they have to protect themselves. They have to do whatever it takes to, stay healthy or in a as good shape as they can by protecting themselves. For example, like people with allergies, of course, they have to watch out, what they eat or where they at, depending on the allergy. But and that's cool, and I'm all for it. That if people have a fear or a condition that they think they have to do protection, then of course they should, that's totally logical. But also, my belief is when people have a healthy system, or they believe they have a healthy system, and they believe in herd immunity, just as I do, um, then they should be allowed to live as they want to live, because it, like I said, if somebody needs protection, then they need to have that protection, but they cannot just expect that everybody stops lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, I give you an example. Like, if you're a chef, okay, and so you have your restaurant and whatever, um, you won't say, okay, I'm never going to use peanuts in my dishes ever, because people can have peanut allergy and they can die from it. I mean pretty instantly. If somebody has a really severe peanut allergy, it takes one tiny little bit of peanut, or a fraction of a peanut, and they can die. And that's just a fact. But no chef is gonna say, no, I'm not gonna cook with peanuts now because of that. The thing is that the people with the peanut allergy, they have to make sure that the restaurant or the dish they order definitely does not have peanuts in it, or that the dish hasn't been anywhere near peanuts, in the facility. So, um, or like, all these years, we never really worried about, what we do with our actions and who we harm. I mean, how many of us maybe spread the flu to somebody else, who could have been seriously affected by it? We don't know. Or like, when people smoke and you smoke next to somebody you don't know, and maybe that person has a serious lung issue, or allergic to smoke or something like that, so that is my opinion. I think, by all means, if you're afraid, or if you know that your health is not perfect, then protect yourself. Yeah, I mean, that's totally your option, and it is totally cool. And go to places where you feel safe, or don't go to places so you feel safe. That's absolutely your choice, and I think that's totally valid. I mean, put on gloves, put on mask, put on a hazmat suit or a space suit, I don't know, whatever you feel is protecting you. But there are people who believe that the immune system is strong enough, and people who believe that the immune system is to be trusted. And I'm one of those people who believes in that. And also, of course, there's also those kind of people who say, you know what, I don't care. Bring it on, and what happens happens. And those are those really brave people. That maybe they don't have the greatest immune system, but they just say, you know what, it's my option, my choice, my body. I'm for it, bring it on. So with that said, I think um I'm so just so you don't misunderstand me, I'm not saying it is wrong to protect yourself. I think it's just wrong to force it on everybody who doesn't believe that they're going to be harmed. I think it should be our option what we choose. And again, I'm not trying to be mean here or anything, but um, all these years, in human history, when people had a condition, they were responsible to take care of themselves. Like, another example, if you have a bee allergy, allergic to bee stings, you're not gonna go on a tour at a beekeeper's property, right? I mean, you're not gonna like get an educational, um, you know, tour, because I'm telling you, if you're allergic to bee stings, you don't want to be anywhere near bees. So you take care of that, and you make sure that you're not gonna be in that environment, or or maybe if you want to do that, if you're brave enough. I know I wouldn't want to be around bees if I would be allergic. um Maybe you're gonna be suited up or something just to feel safe. So that's on you. It should be your responsibility to take care of how you protect yourself and where you go to not be in danger. So, and let me tell you about this. I was stung by a bee last year, so it's pretty serious stuff, even if you're not allergic. Um, I got stung by a bee, so I'm sidetracking here, but I have to tell you that because it's an interesting, well, not interesting, but it was kind of like freaking me out. And if you don't know about this, maybe it's cool that I'm telling you, because a friend was also telling me this. I didn't know. So I was driving the car, and a bee flew in my car, and I didn't know that. And then when I got out of the car, I accidentally, so it actually went up in my shorts, and I didn't know. I didn't feel it or anything. And when I got out of the car, of course, I squished a bee or whatever, and it stung me right on my leg. And and I was like, oh my God, what's going on? What just happened? Because I didn't know. And anyway, so bee falls out, and I'm in serious pain. I mean, it was so bad. Okay. And then anyway, I went to the beach, and I stayed at the beach and whatever. I'm like, okay, I got stung by a bee. I know I'm not allergic. And but the next day, the my legs was all swollen and purple, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what's that? So I posted it on Facebook, and one of my friends told me, oh, you need to go to the hospital because it could be um what was it called? Cellulitis, not cellulites. That's different. Cellulitis, which is a skin infection. And that, if it's not taken care of, it can be deadly. So just so you guys know, even if you're not allergic to these things, you know, be aware of that. Yeah, it's so if it begins to be swollen, purple with a really clear outline, it gets really crazy. It's like almost like somebody like drew, with a purple marker. So it's a very clear outline. Go to the hospital, go to the doctor, take care of yourself. So, but anyways, where was I? So yeah, um, again, I believe in herd immunity. That's my thing, and I met many people who are in the um, who have the same opinion as I do, and that's really cool. It's really nice to find people who are on the same wavelength as you are. And of course, I must say, and I don't know about you, I don't know what side you are on here, and it really is your call. It's your opinion. You can do, think, or whatever. I'm totally, you know, cool about that. It's like live and let live. That's what I go by. But I don't know about you, but I also lost many friends during this past year. But I also gained many new friends, and it's like, I guess people find each other, the people who are on the same wavelength. So, but it's been pretty crazy, it's been a crazy year, and this what I want to do with this show now, and I'm not going to get into it until after the break, but what I want to basically do here with this nutritional advice to just try to be the healthiest you can be, and that maybe will um, give you more confidence in your own ability as for your body to fight off anything, and I'm not just talking about about this whole situation right now that we're in. I'm talking about anything really, I mean, there's obviously many other things that um, you can fight off. We're exposed to all kinds of pathogens, right now, as we are, it's all around us all the time. So the immune system is constantly um, working, to keep you healthy, and it's very powerful. So what I want to do is really to um, boost your confidence that trust your body, and trust your body, and know that it's really amazing, what the body can do. It's a very fascinating um, process, this whole life and living, what your body does for you. So um, so yeah, and I'm kind of distracted here a little bit. Sorry, I got a message. So, but so that's what the show is going to be about, for you to see how you can improve your immune system and get it more in more kicked in, like more active, because there's things that you might do that lowers the immune um, system, so, and I want to make you aware of those and make you aware what you can do, and hopefully you feel a bit more confident, and I want you to get out of this whole fear, because you have a cool body. You do, everybody does, I'm every time, I studied holistic wellness. I'm also a hypnotherapist, but holistic wellness, and I focused on nutrition, and I'm also a personal trainer. So, and every time I learn and read or learned about the body and how everything is functioning from beginning from with your cell, it's just absolutely fascinating, and it's just so amazing what your body can do for you. And I want you to kind of trust that process. And after the break, I will tell you how you can improve that process, what happens in your cells, what happens in your organs and in your muscles and everything, and it's actually very simple. There's so many simple things that you can do to take care of your body to function more properly. And the cool thing about it is it's really not costing you anything extra. I mean, maybe I get into that a lot, after a break too, because it's not really more expensive if you want to think about it. But So yeah, it's like it's you don't have to do anything extra, really, anything financially. And as for exercise, of course, but also you don't have to be like a bodybuilder or something to boost your immune system. So I have 1 more minute till the break right now. So I hope you're gonna enjoy the show, and I hope you're gonna take care of yourself, and maybe you're gonna pick something up that you haven't known. Maybe you know about everything that I tell you, that could be, and that's cool if you do, right on. So, yeah. So let's go to break now, and after the break, I'm gonna start telling you about nutritional stuff that you can do and how it works.
আমারও শান্তি থাকে, তুমি এখন আইরাইনি।
এরে তুমি তা কিতা কইরা শান্তির মা? এই দেখো আমরা প্রবলেম সলভ। আব্দুল কুদ্দুস রচিত চুজিং দি রাইট স্পাউস ওই বই দুটা তারারে দেও আর আমরা নাক ডাকাইয়া ঘুমাই। এখন আমরা মুক্ত। আমরা প্রবলেম সলভ।
Choosing the Right Spouse. Available in the market. For your personal copy, call us right now. 07877 903 523.
Landlords. Enough is enough. It's about time. Unite and fight for your rights. Join NLA. That's Newham Landlords Association.co.uk. Have your say only with NLA. www.newhamlandlordsassociation.co.uk.
Hey, I'm back. So, just to remind you, I'm going to talk about nutrition and how you can boost your immune system and feel healthier and be more confident to live, because that's what we should do. We should live our lives. And I'm sure all of us is tired of this whole past year, and we want to go back to our lives. We want to go back to work. Not me. I'm not a workaholic, but I know many of you are, and you guys love to work. That's not me, but I want to go back to my hobbies. I want to go see some shows, or you want to go to the theater or whatever, you just want to go live. And maybe with my little tips here, maybe you're going to feel more confident that, um, that you're going to be okay, and again, this is just like I said, I have absolutely no problem with you protecting yourself. If you feel you have to protect yourself. That's totally absolutely cool, and it's up to you. And it's my belief is, as I said, it's like, we should be able to do with our bodies what we want to do. And if we feel confident, and if we acknowledge the risks we might take in life, I mean, it's just the same as if you jump out of an airplane, with a parachute, you're doing it because, and you are totally aware of the risks that you might have, jumping out of an airplane, but we still do it. So so let's go to this whole nutritional thing. So what can you do to make your body a much more effective machinery, let's say, because it's so amazing. It's literally like a machine. It's awesome what the body does. So how can you get your immune system on ready to go state, to be always there for you, and just function, and that your whole system functions better. And it's very, very simple. So I believe the very, very first thing is your pH levels. And so with that said, the pH of the body should be 80% alkaline and about 20% acidic. Acidity is needed, of course, especially on the surface of the skin, but more the inside of the body should be more alkaline, and obviously not just a little more, but a lot more. So 80% alkaline to 20 acidity. And so I know many of you know about this. So if you know about this, just, you can just nod your head or whatever and hopefully agree with me what I'm saying. But so acidic body, when your body is too acidic, so more than that 20%, and in many cases a lot more. I totally believe that many people have probably like 60 or 70% acidity in their bodies. Who knows? Maybe even more. It comes from nutrition, and also when you have more alkalinity in your body, that comes also from nutrition. And so it depends on what you eat. And there is charts on the internet that you can look up, and it lists basically all the foods that create alkalinity in your body or acidity in your body, and then you can act accordingly. So foods that create acidity in the body. So when your body gets too acidic, what happens is pathogens love that environment inside of the body, and that will allow them to thrive and live in your body and eventually make you sick, and not just a little sick, it can be actually leading to very serious illnesses, okay? And now the problem is also that when your body becomes acidic, it, you might not pick up on it that it's because of the acidity. You might think, oh, I'm just have this sick, I'm sick with this or that or whatever, or I'm allergic, or you might think of something totally different, even though you actually have just an acidic body from your nutrition, from what you're taking in. And I'm going to tell you real quick a personal experience, because this is how I started out with home nutrition and everything. This is how I started out. So about, I don't know, a long time ago, I don't even know when it was, I barely can remember, but I was totally addicted to cherry Coke. Okay, I mean, it was crazy. I literally didn't even drink water anymore, I believe. I just drank cherry Coke all the time. Okay, and I wasn't really eating too healthy either. So, and I began having anxiety attacks really badly, really, really badly. I mean, it was so bad, like, sometimes I went to the grocery store and I was cool and I'm pushing my cart and whatever. And all of a sudden, I literally get symptoms of a heart attack. I mean, my fingers got numb, my arms got numb, both of them. I began to hyperventilate, and my legs got like all soft, and I thought I'm gonna pass out. And it went just like this, like boom, and it was bad. And I had this for a long time, like years, having trouble. And of course, the doctors just gave me some medication, like, oh, you have panic attack, it's normal, here, take this pill. And then I started researching, and I realized that my panic attacks were caused by acidic body. My body got too acidic because of my Coke addiction, Coca-Cola. Okay, so the cherry Coke, and so I read into it, and I did a lot of research, and then I started changing my diet, and I haven't drank any cola products ever since. Okay, and I don't really drink soda either or anything. So anyway, so long story short, I changed my diet, and I changed it very slowly. So basically, I replaced cherry Coke with water. And then I went from there, and then I got into nutrition. I decided to do a degree in nutrition. So I did. So, and guess what? Again, long story short, my panic attacks were gone. Like, it took only like 2 weeks and they were gone. Okay. So if you may be suffering from panic attacks and anxiety, not saying this could be the cause, of course not, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that, because of course it can have different causes, but you could maybe just change your diet and see what it does. And then, like you can eliminate, find a cause by elimination, and if you eat healthy and if you're still suffering panic attacks, then of course it's a different cause. But for me it worked. So anyway, so acidic body and alkaline body. So that's the big difference. Acidic body again will cause pathogens to thrive and live in your body, and it will also cause your body not functioning correctly and efficiently as it should, and therefore it will create problems. Okay. Like for example, I give you an example here. Like let's say you eat a lot of sweets, you drink a lot of soda, maybe you smoke, and maybe you are on medications, and maybe you are drinking and eating diet stuff which contains artificial sweeteners. So all those things I just listed make your body acidic. So yeah, so and what the body does, so let's say you're doing all those things, or even just one of those things, and so your blood is basically what the body goes by, your blood acidity or alkalinity. So the blood pH level is what the body goes by. So that's like the signal. And when your blood becomes too acidic, it is a very, very serious problem for the body. So the body has to take instant action. It's signaling, oh, wait a minute, blood acidity too high, gotta do something right now, or we're gonna be dead. So what the body does in this case, it needs to add alkaline um, um, substances to the body, which is calcium. Okay, so when the blood levels are too acidic, the body needs calcium and it takes it out of your bones. Okay, it needs to, in that instant, it needs to do something really fast. Okay, I need to do something now right away, boom. So calcium is taken out of your bones, and this can, of course, as you know, cause problems later on when you get older. you know um, so you don't want to take away calcium from your bones. It's not a good idea, but that's what the body has to do at that moment to keep you alive, to get your levels to a livable measure. Because if your body is so acidic that it has to do something, or you're not going to be able to live. That's just simple as that. So it is very important. And alkalinity, on the other hand, it's when the body is alkaline, then pathogens cannot survive. It just kills them off. They won't. Okay. So which is really cool. And your body will, your as starting at the cell functions within the cell, your cells will work more efficiently, today, probably to their max. I mean, if you're super healthy, but nobody can be super healthy. I'm not saying you have to like be super healthy, because I don't think that's actually possible, maybe, but it's rarely, in society and stuff. Um, so, but yeah, you basically, if your body is alkaline, you you will realize that you are not getting sick. You just, all your friends are maybe sick and whatever, and you can even hang out with them and you're not catching it, because your body, even if this pathogens enter your body, it's just being killed off right away, because your body is in a good balance. Okay, so it's very, very simple. So after the break, which is coming up in 2 minutes, I will tell you what foods to eat. So what foods make your body acidic and what foods make your body alkaline. And that will help you to get your body back functioning super amazingly. Don't underestimate your body. And it's a really amazing organism. And the problem is also that many people, eat unhealthy, smoke, drink, eat junk food, whatever, and they think, well, yeah, I've been doing it for like 15 years and I'm cool. Look at me. Yes, because the body is amazing. Because the body, is very resourceful, and it can keep you alive and keep you going for a long time. But if you overdo it, like everything you overdo, it's not good. Being extreme is never good. It's always has to be a balance. At some point, the body will say, okay, I can't anymore. And then that will be a very rapid, sudden, I'm done kind of deal. Okay. So you can go on and think you're healthy for a long, long time. And then when the body says, okay, I'm done, it's over. So let's go to break, and I will be back, and I will tell you about the foods you can do to change your pH levels.
Landlords. Enough is enough. It's about time. Unite and fight for your rights. Join NLA. That's Newham Landlords Association.co.uk. Have your say only with NLA. www.newhamlandlordsassociation.co.uk.
It has been a long time. No one has taken the initiative to bring everyone related to all kind of media under one umbrella of recognition. To know about your passion, about your capabilities. What are your expertise? Well, here we come with the solutions, with you in mind. Relax Media, a community of artists. Relax, let's do our hard work.
Hey, I'm back. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in, watching, listening, whatever. So I ended before the break saying that I will tell you what foods are good to change your pH level to the better, so make it more alkaline. And maybe you're already doing it. Maybe you already know all the stuff I'm telling you about. And if you do, right on. I'm proud of you. Super cool. Keep it up. And if you are new to this and you never heard of it, I hope I can help you with that a little bit. And of course, I encourage you to look it up, do your own research, because, I have a pet peeve, and one of them is being gullible. Don't be gullible. So, I'm not saying I'm making all this up. I'm not. Obviously, I know what I'm talking about, but I encourage you to, look it up yourself and read about it. And there is tons of charts of foods, which will list, what is alkaline and what is acidic. And so it's kind of like a scale. It goes from 1 to 4 on each side, 1 to 4, and the alkaline level, and then 1 to 4 on the acidic level. And 4 is like, as for acidity, is the worst you can eat, and 4 is the best when it comes to alkaline. So 4 is really, really good, and 4 is really, really bad if it's acidity. Okay, so, and then of course, so it goes back. So here's the very, very good and the very, very bad, and then it goes towards the middle, and then that just mildly acidic, mildly. So one would be mildly acidic or mildly alkaline. So of course, with alkaline, you want to have it more alkaline. With acidity, you want to have it less, of course. And as I told you, you want to have acidity, you have to have acidity. Your body cannot live without it, but it has to be in the right proportion. So, and now the weird thing is, and this is how you can kind of remember it, when something is sweet, and I'm including meat to it because meat has a sweet taste, like not like donuts sweet, but you know what I'm saying, or rice or whatever. So something, when it's outside of the body, is more on the sweet side, it becomes acidic in the body. And when something is acidic outside, like a lemon or a grapefruit or an orange or whatever, that becomes actually alkaline in the body. So it's exactly the opposite, So because some people are like, wait a minute, so I can't eat lemons because that makes my body acidic. No, you can eat lemons, and you should eat lemons. Lemons are good for you. Yeah, because once inside of the body, it acts differently. So so your body will be alkaline. Okay. So yeah, now I don't have a chart with me, so I cannot. I'm all packed up. I'm moving to London, so I'm all packed up. I don't have any of my stuff, um, so I don't have the exact chart here right now. I could look it up right now, but you know what? I'm too lazy. Not gonna do it. But I know kind of. I know the worst ones and the best ones, so I'm gonna tell you right that. So worst things you can do to make your body acidic. It's actually very simple, and I'm thinking you probably can guess, but let's say smoking, artificial sweeteners. I think coffee is a 4, maybe a 3, somewhere up there. Okay, sorry, coffee lovers, but it does make your body acidic. Alcohol is on the high acidic side. What else? What else? Like sodas, definitely sugar, totally. Okay. But artificial sweeteners are even worse, So, but sugar, so anything sweet. So sorry if you're eating a lot of donuts, a lot of pastry, a lot of chocolate, whatever. It's definitely making your body acidic. Okay. Meat is also will make your body acidic. Any type of meat. Rice makes your body acidic, but it's a very low acidity. So I think it's around a 1 or 2. Some other grains too. Like I said, I can't, tell you all that out of my head right now. But look up the charts. But definitely the worst things, and those are the big ones. And if you reduce those, you will already see a change in your body. Like I said, for me, it was diet. So diet, first of all, one artificial sweetener and soda. It was a really horrible combination. Okay, so that was what did it for me, and I'm talking about years and years and years. So now what will help you to get more alkaline would be herbs and spices are on a high alkalinity end, so very, very good. Use lots of spices, lots of herbs, fresh herbs. And also very important, very, very important to use organic foods, organic food and organic herbs and spices that will raise the alkaline level. Okay. So with that said, when your food is not organic, so conventionally farmed, okay, that will also add to acidity as well. Oh, and acidity, another big one is prescription medications. Medications will also make your body acidic. Okay, so don't take too many medications if you don't have to. Okay, so like for example, like if you have a headache, maybe just find out why you have a headache instead of just jumping right away and take a pill, because that will, yeah, it will reduce your headache, which is great. But sometimes maybe you just need a massage. Maybe you just need to drink liquids. Maybe you dehydrated. Maybe you pulled a muscle or something, So look first and see why you have a headache. And like, I mean, of course, if you like literally can't function, yeah, of course. But what I'm saying is that many people take medications where they really don't need to, where they could just fix the problem somehow else, Again, this is not a medical advice by any means. I repeat that. But don't just think like, okay, I need medication, even if it's not really anything serious, Like I rarely get headaches, and if I get headaches, I never really take medication, really. It's just like I just try to, like take a relaxing bath or drink a lot or whatever, any reasons I can think of why I have a headache. Or maybe I get a headache because I've been around smoke, because I'm very sensitive to it. So, it's like it can be different things. But okay, so organic food is very important to become more alkaline in the body. And if it's not organic, it's even if it's healthy food, even if it's vegetables, because vegetables alkaline, fruit alkaline, most of them, most of the fruits. Um, and but as soon as they're not organic, they're gonna go into the acidic side, unfortunately. Now you might think, yeah, okay, but you said, I don't really have to pay extra money to be healthy and whatever. Yeah, I said that at the beginning, and here's the reason why I say that you really actually don't. Because okay, organic food is a little bit more expensive. I realize that healthy food is a little bit more expensive, but when a fruit is um, farmed with um, with herbicides, it's toxin. Okay, so there's toxin on the skin of the fruit or vegetable, and also inside of it, because the roots and the skin takes it in. So don't think that if I just peel something, that poison will be removed from the produce, because it won't. It's inside too. And also, what happens is, because the produce gets the herbicide, it will not develop all the nutrients that it needs to protect itself um, from the bugs and the weather and whatever. So it's going to be weaker, because it's getting basically a medication, so to say, to not be afraid of all the environmental stuff, because it's taken care of. No bugs will come. So it will develop less nutrients inside, especially most of the nutrients in fruit and vegetables, as you might know, is right below the skin. That's where it is. And so these herbicides cause the produce not develop them as strongly, that they defense, because they're there for defense. Also, depending on what kind of fruit and vegetable we're talking about, so it's another story. But so it is weaker. So the fruit and the vegetable is weaker. If it's organic, it will have to produce much, much more of the nutrients inside to protect itself and to develop healthy. So meaning, when I was in school, I think my teacher told me about like a tomato. So it's, if you buy 5 conventionally farmed tomatoes, that equals like 1 organic tomato as for the nutrient contents. Okay, so meaning if you eat organic, you are getting nutrients in your body much on a much higher level than if you eat non-organic foods. So therefore, you will be satisfied by eating less. Okay, because the way the body works, it's like check marks. Okay, oh, calcium check. Okay, potassium check. Vitamin this check. Vitamin that check. When the body is satisfied with all the nutrients it needs, protein, whatever, blah blah blah, you will be satisfied. Hunger comes also because your body is still needing nutrients, and it says, hey, I'm still low on this, I'm still low on that. So, and if you eat non-organic, you will want to eat more, because your body is just not at the level, satisfied that it needs for you to, for the body to work efficiently for that day. Okay, so it needs to be up on everything. So therefore, if you think about it, even though the price of an organic tomato or vegetable or whatever, fruit, whatever, is more, you will eat less. Okay, and that's kind of also good advice if you want to lose weight or whatever, because you're not gonna crave, like, for example, go to McDonald's or something, or any fast food restaurant. Okay, right? You can probably eat like 5 hamburgers, and probably still feel hungry. And I mean, you can literally pig out on uh, uh, fast food restaurant food, and 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 then an hour later you're like, oh man, I'm hungry, right? I mean, don't you know that feeling? I mean, you must. I mean, I have eaten at fast food places too, and I know it's like I eat something and I'm like an hour later, like, whoa, you know. So, so that's why. Okay. So, and after the break, I will talk to you more about this. Okay. Break time right now.
It has been a long time. No one has taken the initiative to bring everyone related to all kind of media under one umbrella of recognition. To know about your passion, about your capabilities. What are your expertise? Well, here we come with the solutions, with you in mind. Relax Media, a community of artists. Relax, let's do the hard work.
Landlords. Enough is enough. It's about time. Unite and fight for your rights. Join NLA. That's Newham Landlords Association.co.uk. Have your say only with NLA. www.newhamlandlordsassociation.co.uk.
Hey everybody, I'm back. So, an hour is always so short to like stuff everything in there I want to talk about, because all these topics I always do, it's like way, way more intense and deep and whatever. But I think you kind of, get the idea. And as said, feel free to just research. And, I have worked with people. I did hypnotherapy and nutritional advice, among others, with many clients. And I had many clients who were overweight and they came to me to lose weight. And I did that with hypnotherapy and nutritional advice. And I know that when I talked to them about this, they were like, "What? Whoa, I never knew about this. That's weird, really." And I just always encouraged them. I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead, check it out. Look online and see the charts, okay?" Now, I also would like to advise you to look at more than one charts, because some charts, in my opinion, are kind of off. They're not really accurate. So be smart and look at many of them and see what majority say and go with that. But again, it's very simple. Again, recap: to raise your alkaline levels, organic foods, lots of herbs and spices. Love herbs and spices. They are absolutely amazing for you, but all has to be organic to be uh, the good food, okay? And vegetables, fruit, so all organic vegetables, fruit, herbs, spices, those are definitely making you alkaline. I'm not sure about nuts right now. I think there is a differentiation. Some nuts make you a little acidic, some make you alkaline, and the same goes for grain. So look up the charts, because I honestly can't remember right now which is which. I know that rice is making you mildly acidic. Keep it in mind, 20-80, so only 20% acidity and 80% alkalinity is what the body needs. And try to eliminate those, especially the real bad ones, on the number 4 on the acidic side. Okay, if you eliminate those already, I think your body's gonna thank you and say, yeah. Now, on that note, you cannot be perfect. I know I'm not perfect. I drink alcohol sometimes. I drink beer and I drink red wine sometimes. I mean, I'm not doing it like every day, all day. Actually, beer and wine has some really healthy beneficial effects too if you drink just 1 glass a day, okay? But this is again like if you overdo it, it's like overdoing the bad stuff is where it's gonna be bad, okay? So I'm not telling you, don't, oh my God, I ate a donut. What now? No, it's, eat a donut. If it's just one donut, but try not to eat the donut. What I always told my clients is like replace, even if it's something, uh, sweet, replace it with something better sweet. Like instead of a donut, eat I don't know, eat a fruit, okay? Or make yourself a fruit salad or something like that, or even chocolate. Instead of a donut, you'd rather should eat like maybe 2 pieces of chocolate, like dark chocolate is good for you, okay? Again, not extremely, because dark chocolate can also mess you up when you eat too much. So like it just, yeah, it's too much. But you see what I'm saying, right? Oh, and my belly just made a sound. I think I'm getting hungry talking about food here. But anyway, you get it what I'm saying. Okay, try to do the least bad. Even if you like want to have something sweet, there is healthier sweets than a donut, for example, or a cake or something. And I must admit, even with all my knowledge about nutrition and whatever, when I did my school, during school, I stopped pretty much sweets and I ate super healthy because I was just like, whoa, I read about it every day, right? But about, when was it, 2 years ago, I literally had to have dessert. Okay, I ate something and I'm like, oh, I ate something salty. Now I need something sweet. And I literally went every day to the store to get something sweet. And I'm talking about pudding, I'm talking about pastries, I'm talking about donuts, I'm talking about chocolate bars, all that stuff. And I was like, no, 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 this can't go on like this. It's too much sugar, and we eat so much sugar. That could be another show just about sugar. I could tell you how to calculate how much sugar you intake and what you need to intake and all that, but we eat too much sugar. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Stop. So I stopped eating sweets for over a year now. Yes. Well, I eat protein bars still with like 1 gram of sugar in them because I like to exercise, and um I'm not a big eater, so I don't eat enough, so I need the extra protein, right? So, but I don't eat donuts, I don't eat ice cream, I don't eat chocolate, I don't eat chocolate bars, I don't eat candy, I don't eat any of that. And I'm sure my body is thanking me. I'm sure of that, and it is really, really good, and it makes you super addicted. Like I said, that sugar gets you to the point that you really need it, just like you need caffeine or alcohol or drugs or whatever. It's literally a drug. So I'm super proud that I cut that off. And of course, by doing that, I raised my alkaline pH, my pH to alkaline level, more alkaline. So it's definitely super good for me. And so, but with that said, I'm not saying you cannot be perfect, and you shouldn't, because you should sometimes just say, hey, you know what, I've been doing so good, today I'm gonna have a glass of wine, or you're out with friends. It's just like, you just don't overdo it, and try to reduce it. That's what I'm saying. Just try to reduce the bad stuff and replace it with the good stuff, because you can do all kinds of cool, and you know what, you can do sweets too with good stuff. Like um i i I have the recipes somewhere. So if anybody is interested, I can give you recipes for sure. I have cool recipes, and one of them was making chocolate pudding with avocados. That's super good. And you might say like, what, that doesn't sound right, but it actually, you cannot even tell it's avocados. It's super good, it's super creamy, it's chocolatey, it's awesome. And I made those. So you can totally do sweet stuff, and be on the healthy level. So don't think you have to give up everything, because that's not it. But just remember, when you smoke, for example, is super bad. If you take sweeteners, is super bad. If you don't drink enough water, it's super bad. So definitely, try to limit those, okay? Because you want your body to be in top form. And especially nowadays, like I said, and I'm going back to the beginning of the show, you, instead of being afraid, don't be afraid, but trust your body and do everything you can to make it work better, okay? Because there are many, many people who eat healthy and who are probably way, way more healthier than I am. Because, like I said, I'm no saint. I'm definitely no saint. But and maybe you have friends like that too who says, hey, I haven't been sick in 10 years, and that is definitely possible. And I can almost guarantee it that they pay attention to what they eat, that they pay attention to eating healthier or whatever, so it's and it's really, really simple. It's such a simple thing. And again, just think about it. If it's sweet outside of the body, it's gonna be acidic inside of the body. If it's acidic outside of the body, it's gonna be alkaline in the body. It's like, generally spoken. Okay, so yeah. And what else, I have 5 more minutes. So I am hoping that you can get healthier, okay? And I hope that some of the fear will just disappear, because we shouldn't be afraid, but we should just take action and do good for our bodies nowadays. Because I mean, we should go back to normal life. This, we should be able to travel. I know, uh, many of the people who watch this maybe right now are in the UK. I'm sure you guys want to travel again, right? And here in the USA too. This, as an American citizen, you cannot go anywhere. You cannot go to Canada. You cannot go to Mexico and anywhere either. And many people are out of their jobs, and it's just, life has to just go back to normal finally. And I think health is, keeping us healthier, um, and deciding what we put in our body will be make a big difference. And also, like, I was gonna say also processed foods. It's also a big no-no. Processed foods are, yeah, we eat it sometimes. I eat it sometimes because I'm in a hurry. You know how it is. Rush, and you just don't have time to cook. But that's also gonna make your body acidic. So, so to to the, coming to conclusion here, just be healthy, try to cook your food homemade, it's always the best, and use organic produce and organic ingredients. And don't think you have to be perfect, but I think reduction of the bad stuff will be the answer to become healthier. And of course, if you add exercise to all that, that's gonna make it, of course, even better, because you're moving your lymphatic system through exercise, and that's gonna make sure that your body is covered with all your immune cells. So yeah, so exercise if you can, that's really good. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. As said, I have super good recipes, super healthy recipes that are super easy to make, because I'm a good cook, okay? I love cooking, but I am the kind of cook who likes to also be done fast and doesn't like to stand in the kitchen for 3 or 4 hours. I'm not that kind of cook. I like to do casseroles or whatever, something like cut up the ingredients, put it in a pot in the oven and stuff like that. So, yes, I'm vegan. And yeah, I've been vegetarian a long, long, long time, and became vegan. Yeah. Um, so anyway, so I hope I helped you with this, and I'm sure many of to you guys it wasn't anything new. Maybe it was just a refresher, like, yeah, okay, I should be more healthier because I know how you can get sidetracked with that. And if that was news to you, I hope I could help you. And yeah, do your research. I do believe that illness starts with the pH level in the body. That's the very first thing where things get off balance. Okay. um um okay, so I'm out of time right now, and thank you for tuning in. Bye.